And when we say we are happy the way the zoo is falling, we have reasons. Because Nigeria, the zoo, has caused us a lot of damages. The damages that they have caused us, we cannot count all of them all. Our babies, our women and children have been slaughtered by these same terrorists. You get the point? So we can't fold our arms and watch when we see that this zoological republic is falling. No, it has to fall and fall jiggy-bam. Please, Nigeria Zoo Republic, when you are falling, let us know the way you will fall best. So that when we are digging your grave to bury you, we will know the best grave to describe for you. So as a Biafran, anything that you can do now that the zoo is falling, let's do it with pride. When a country is declared as a country of particular concern, credibility damage has been activated on them in 100 and 1,000 folds. You, as a citizen that is contrabed in that place, you have the right to use every means as self-defense. Because the contraption has lost its integrity. They cannot protect you. They cannot save your life. So that is why you have to defend yourself with everything that you have. Don't wait for the Nigerian terrorist government, because they will not do anything for you. This goes to explain to those that do not know that they have a right to defend themselves, considering what Nigeria has become and what it has turned into. Nigeria is on a time bomb and a suicidal slide. At this very point, the entire world camera is fixated on Nigeria, and they are to watch and see the readiness of the indigenous people if they are ready for freedom. But I can tell you that the people in Nigeria are not ready for freedom. I am telling you that one categorically. The people that claims that they are Nigerians, the people that are portraying that identity, they are not ready for freedom. If they were ready for freedom, we would have seen their strategies of showing or explaining or talking in the language the oppressors should understand. But they are not doing that. No. What they are doing is that they are actually embracing the oppressors. So June 12th, every year, they do June 12th. Every year, they do June 12th. Oh, 2025 has come and gone. They did June 12th. 2026 is here. They are doing June 12th. and they enter the street, they protest. If they hear one bullet now, all of them will disappear. Nigerian government have studied them and understood how fearful they are, that they cannot do anything. That is why they now see them as people that only come to do this drama for a particular purpose. Yes, because if you're not doing it as a drama for a particular purpose, oh, you would have done it and then stay and allow it to be. No, but the way we are saying, no, you guys are not ready. Yes, you guys are not ready for anything. So, Biafrans, understand ye that your freedom has come, and it's time for you to align yourself to be able to get your freedom. That is, if your radio, because there are some fools who are not ready for their freedom. The only thing that they care about is how they can cause confusion and how they can work for Nigerian terrorist government, how they can distract everybody to see that those that even have brain and have sense small, that the small sense that they had is taken away from them. Huh. So June 12th don't come, and he don't go. In Nigeria now, I think the time is 11 p.m. In the next 1 hour, June 12th is gone. What happens tomorrow? The problem with some of you is that the people that you tend to use to follow you and go in for protests are the same people that are looking for one Nigeria to continue. And they want to be the leaders of the corrupt country called Nigeria. How can you take a Showore who wants to be leader of Nigeria to come and protest against Nigeria, and he is fighting for president of Nigeria? What kind of hypocrisy is that? If Nigeria is not good, why will Showore be fighting for the presidency of Nigeria? I want everybody to explain to me. You say Nigeria is not good, right? If Nigeria is not good, why are you people vying for the presidency of Nigeria? Or why is Showore vying for the presidency of Nigeria? Since Nigeria is not good. And then what are you vying to become the president for in a corrupt institution, which you have so outlined? Now, today, you are presidential candidate of Nigeria. You want to become the president. Tomorrow, you are protesting against Nigeria. Or you are leading a protest. And the protest, you call it revolution. Who is coming who? I think Showore is playing ping pong on the heads of all these useless people. So, Nigerians, I'm opening your eyes now. I know we have almost 1,000 people watching from one channel alone on Twitter X. So, If only one channel alone, it's about 1,000 people watching this very Voice of Biafra TV. How about other channels? So the outreach is very high on Voice of Biafra TV. Some of you that think that people are not listening to the message of Biafra on Voice of Biafra TV, you are joking. Because what we are doing is going very far. And even the enemies of Brgie, they spend their time to watch the lucrativity of Voice of Biafra TV. They spend their time to watch the output, the visuals, and to also watch the news that is coming out from Voice of Biafra TV. Do you know how you sit and you are clapping for somebody behind the scene? You hide your face to clap for the person for the good work. But when you come to the media or you try to come physically, you come and push your mouth. Oh my God, I don't believe you laugh. But when you go back, you on your TV, you want to go to Voice of Biafra TV to watch what is going on because it is live 24 hours. And everything that you are hearing on Voice of Biafra TV is authentic. It's giving you live updates of what Brgie is doing and the strides that we are pulling and the results that is coming out. The only place you have the results that is not coming out from other places is Voice of Biafra television. So I ask all of you, why have you allowed bitterness and hatred and jealousy to destroy you? Yes, because you have allowed bitterness, hatred, and jealousy to destroy you when you're supposed to have put your hands together to make things happen for Brgie. Biafra is here and we are making exploits with or without you. In the last appearance of the Prime Minister on Voice of Biafra TV, he did explain to you what is going on. The Biafra that you did not hear discussed in Washington, D.C. before is being discussed now. It's not just being discussed, but is gaining momentum. And the results are coming out in high scale. Why that is happening? Recommendations given to us on what we should do and how we should do it, we are putting them all into order. Everything is going well. And this is when we expect to have more enemies of Brgie than before. And I want to remind you that I did say some time ago that you that is inside Brgie, if you are not strong enough, you will also be taken by the wave that is coming to claim the house. I did also say that the enemies of Brgie will even tend to make use of you to destroy the same Brgie that is working for your freedom. Today we can see that happening. And I said something, I said, woe unto you that will be the vessel that the enemy will use to emancipate the downfall of Brgie, because you will be disgraced beyond recognition. If you belong to this class, I feel sorry for you. Yes, I feel so sorry for you. Now, the Nigerian government are going after us. And I want you all to listen. While Nigerian government are going after us, our Prime Minister, his entire cabinet, and all that we are doing, is not a new thing to us. Because if you do not hold Nigeria on their block course, and you don't hold them on their sofa course as well, they will not come very hard on you. They will not identify you as the enemy of Nigeria. So if Nigerian government abandons and leave all of you that are there in the media making noise every day, and then they come after Brgie, it is a validation that the only people that has become a problem to Nigeria is Brgie. And I want you to remember that Nigerian government did not go after IPOB, one Nigerian political party. They did not also go after World Labour Congress. They did not go after Maneze Mbrumini. They did not go after the Avid Group. They did not go after the Igbo organizations in diaspora or in the homeland. They figured out Brgie. Do you all remember when Madisai Manakba was in a Igbo Union in Finland? Did Nigerian government go after him? No. It was when he started carrying Biafra. And it is because of Biafra that they dragged him to prison. So if Nigerian government are launching their net against us today, it is part of the recognition of Biafra to show that they have identified another government or another person or another set of people that are forging ahead to bring Nigeria down. This is one thing you all need to understand. Our fight is not against you as a Biafran. Our fight is against the Nigerian government. So the Nigerian government will identify us, identify Brgie, and then go after Brgie. They are doing their job because we are going after them. We are going after them in Washington, D.C., and the results are there everywhere. But I am asking some of you tonight to show me your own result. Yes, because it's not just about everybody making noise in the media, moving from one place to another, when there is nothing to talk about, nothing to show. We need to see those that are actually doing something that people can talk about. I want to bring a video to the screen for us to ask them some questions. Tinubu made a speech today, and let us ask Tinubu what his speech meant. And before we go to his speech, we will look at the number of salaries that Tinubu before we go into Tinubu's speech, we want to look at the numbers of people that Tinubu have recently given license to Boko Haram to kill them. When I say Tinubu has given license to Boko Haram to kill them, we are not mincing words. We are giving you facts and figures. And also, anybody that is doing prayer for Nigeria to be one, or to remain, or to continue as one, that person has been bought by the devil. The devil is worst or even good self in his own likeness compared to that person. Because we can't see somebody calling his or herself pastor or bishop or deacon or prophet or prophetess. But you have been doing prayer for the past 60 years. How many years is Nigeria now? I want to ask. How old is Nigeria now? How old is Nigeria now? Please, make una tell us now. Nigeria is 64 years now, right? That was in 2024. So if that was in 2024, then in 2026, how many years should Nigeria be? 66 years, Abi? Okay. So Nigeria is in 66 years. But you have been doing prayer for the past 66 years. And then God did not answer your prayers. Even if God does not see road. Even if God does not see road, or even if you have sinned against God, and then you are looking for forgiveness, and then God says he will not forgive you. By the time you tender a very big apology, God will forgive you. And if he should say, do sacrifice, you do the sacrifice. He will forgive you. And you see, some of you are the problems of Nigeria that call yourselves pastors and bishops. This is Tinubu. And this is a gift to the Nigerian people. On a day like this, that they say is June 12th, and they say is a Democracy Day celebration for Nigeria. It's on this very day that 720 Boko Haram terrorists has been reintegrated into Borno community. So I am asking those people that were protesting in the streets of Abuja, Lagos, Osun, Ogun, Ekiti, and everywhere. What were you protesting about? Are you protesting for this number of terrorists to increase or what? Nigerian government just released about 720 terrorists into your communities. They say they held them in a training camp, that they trained them, that they have become repented, they have rehabilitated them. Then they now say they are releasing them into your communities. On June 12, 2026, and all of you were carrying flag. Oh, Democracy Day in Nigeria. You're celebrating nonsense. Some of you are protesting, oh, end banditry, end terrorism, end insecurity. On the same day that you are crying and making noise, is that very day that your country is commissioning 720 Boko Haram terrorists and more into your communities. $720 Boko Haram terrorists into your communities. $720 Boko Haram. your communities and you're shouting one Nigeria. Many of you have collected your PVC and you're shouting PVC, PVC, PVC. 2027. Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Kwankwaso. Nigeria has given you a gift of 720 Boko Haram on June 12th. This is to commemorate your June 12th celebration and happiness. Since you love what Nigeria is doing, enjoy the 720 Boko Haram terrorists given to you now. How do you see it, or how are you going with it? Oh my God. This country is full of drama. Honestly, this country is full of drama. The way the country is going about with their drama is something that some of you can't even explain. The country is acting in Nollywood, Bollywood, Hollywood, Hollywood, Butterwood, Nonsensical Wood, Boko Wood, and they put all of them together. It becomes Boko Haram, Islamization. That is when all of you will understand the message in a simple term. The simple term is that Boko Haram is coming for all of you. Which country gives their citizens Boko Haram as a gift on June 12th? Which country? Sarah reporters even explained better. Sarah reporters say, Borno government reintegrates 720 repentant terrorists, 992 spouses, and others into the society. Now, I want you to go and do the calculation for us. If you have 720 Boko Haram husbands and fathers, then you now have 992 spouses of the Boko Haram. Why are they not giving us the numbers of the children? Where are the children of these Boko Haram terrorists? Where are the children of the Boko Haram terrorists? If their parents outnumbers 720, then their mothers alone account 992. I want all of you to now do calculation for me. Now, 720 plus 992. Yes, this is how the calculation should be. Because they are deceiving all of you. That is why they decided to remove the numbers of the husband from the wives. They have even removed the numbers of the children. The numbers of the children have been removed. So many of you now don't have the notion of what the numbers of the children should be. You don't have the notion of what the numbers of the children should be. We take a short break. We fix our studio, and when we return, we continue.
Voice of Biafra, TV, the voice of truth, the voice of the people.
There is only one broadcasting network.
Voice of Biafra TV.
The first, the best, and the last.
Voice of Biafra TV.
We lead, we shine, we last. The first, the best, and the last.
From the east to the world, hear the truth unfold. No other station does it better. Truth be told, real stories, real power, real Biafran soul. Every day, every hour, we taking control.
Breaking every silence, letting voices rise. Standing for the people, opening their eyes. Strong and unshaken, both for all to see. Broadcasting the future.
Voice of Biafra TV.
There is only one broadcasting network. Voice of Biafra TV. The first, the best, and the last. Voice of Biafra TV.
First to speak, best to watch, last to everlast.
Voice of Biafra TV. Voice of Biafra TV.
Holy war, holy war.
Voice of Biafra TV.
Only one, no only one.
Only one. Only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one. Only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one.
Welcome back to Voice of Biafra TV, the only voice of the Biafran people and the voice of the voiceless. This is Friday Night Live on Voice of Biafra TV, and we are inviting you and reminding you of our regular gathering, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile fundraising Saturday. And also on Sundays, our town hall meetings comes up. So please join and know what we are doing and set your camera on the watch so that you can be able to capture what is needed to capture. I salute all of you. Let's come back to where I was. I said everybody should do the calculation. Sarah Reporters explains that Nigerian government has just released over 720 terrorists of Boko Haram into Borno society. And you know, if you are a soldier, your wife is bound to be trained and to have the drills of being able to adapt to you. And these are not even people that are posted to places who are working under the supervision of a country. No, this one is a militant or a terrorist group whose sole aim is to make sure they go with the agenda that they have on their map. So every child, every woman, every baby, every girlfriend, every sugar mommy and sugar daddy, everything that breathes within a terrorist circle is a terrorist. We've shown you videos of how these children of the terrorists are being taught how to make use of grenades and AK-47, starting from their age 3. So now tell me, if you have 992 spouses of Boko Haram terrorists that they say it outnumbers over 720, Where are the children of these terrorists? Why were their numbers not also disclosed? Why were their numbers not also disclosed? So when you calculate the number, you see that it's not just 720 plus 992. When you calculate the numbers of the children who are now the active foot soldiers that goes to gather intels and come back. You know, when you will see little children moving about and they be coming to beg you for money like they would do, and they claim to be Almajiris, you will not know that these are spies. You will not know that these children are not just mere children, that they are working on instruction. Have you all observed something? The Almajiri children, when it is daytime, you will see them exhume from nowhere. When it is night, they will all disappear in the streets. Why don't you see them sleeping in the streets? Why don't you see the Almajiri children sleeping in the streets so that you will see and know that they are homeless? Then you will now look for a way to put them to sleep. Why is it that in the daytime you will see them flood the road? They'll take over the entire road in the daytime. They start the work because that is the work. That is the mandate that has been given to them to do when they break. And then, when night falls, they will retire to their location of their mandates to go and give reports. Some of you are shouting, one Nigeria, and you don't know what has been mapped out for you for extinction. And it has been happening all these years. So if over 720 terrorist soldiers of Nigeria, Boko Haram, harbors 922 wives or girlfriend or sugar mommy or sugar daddy, how many children do you think that they have generated from these numbers of fathers and mothers? Because they know what they are doing, that when they raise the army, they have to raise children to work as hereditary in the Islamic terrorist circle. Just like in Iran. In Iran, when the supreme leader of Iran, the Islamic terrorist leader of Iran, died, when he was taken out by the invasion against their terrorist act, it is the son that they now brought in, or the family relation, to come and continue the leadership structure. And I want to, at this point, ask some of you questions. What is the difference between Iran practicing that monarchy and United Kingdom, the royal family? What is the difference between the United Kingdom monarchy and the Iran monarchy system? You see, some people use money to brainwash others, to overlook their excesses, while they now point your eye to go after another place. The UK government is practicing the same monarchy system that Iran is practicing. All of you grew up to hear about, the King of England, the Queen of England. Where are you king and where are you queen and going to? And why must you be queen and king and going? Where are you king and queen to? If in the very dispensation of today, UK, United Kingdom, who is supposed to be a world leader, is still practicing slavery with the monarchy system. Why is Iran different? Or why should Iran be different? If the UK people have not dismantled their own monarchy system, why are you now living your own hereditary structure of when the King of England, when the Queen of England, then the Prince of England dies, you now go and look for the son to become the next king, to become the next queen. That means people are still practicing slavery in America. You are yet to wake up. Yes. You are yet to wake up from this slumber of the UK. So, the Islamic jihadist terrorists of Boko Haram and the ISWAP and the Fulani terrorist group, they are practicing that same system which they copy from UK, which they copy from Iran. So while they are fighting, their children have to be there to take the hereditary position of where they fight and stuff. So while their children are growing up, they are teaching them how to make use of the AK-47 and the grenade and to detonate anything that needs to be detonated. So I ask a very simple question. Where are the numbers of the children of these terrorists? Because they are only showing you people that they have released 720, which is the husbands, 992, which is the spouses. Mind you, the spouse can either be male or female spouse. You know that all these terrorist people and these Islamic jihadist terrorist people, they do man on the nyash. They do woman. So they are doing both parties. We have seen many videos of them on the media. It's not one, it's not two. We have even seen the one that is happening inside UK, where Imam is molesting a child inside the mosque, where they call the child in and say they want to teach the child the basic ethics of Sharia. Inside there, they say they have to molest the child so that the child will now learn the Sharia very well. So they do it on minor. Many of them, many of the young Muslim Brotherhood or Islamic jihadist terrorists that you see, they rather go looking for underage to have intercourse with than to go and look for their own age group or their mate. They are afraid of meeting their own mate or their own old age. Rather, they would rather go after underage. I don't know the kind of pleasure or the kind of curse that God has laid on them that forbids them to meet people of their age, but rather to go after people that are under their age, which is far, far behind their age. You see one that is 30 years or 25. They are going to look for underage of 15, 14. The one that is 40, 35 will be going to look for 18, 17, 16, 15, 19. You go ask them, why you no go look for somebody that is at 30, 25? No, you want that weakling. So we are asking the Nigerian people. Tinubu has given you June 12 present. And your June 12 present is very lucrative. You now have 720 terrorists plus 992 terrorists plus the unknown numbers of the children of these terrorists. Now, if you should just add up the 720 plus 992, number will come up to 1,712. So 1,712 terrorist adults have been released today with undisclosed numbers of their children. Now, when they say children, they can have somebody at age 19, 20, 25, 10, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 25, 30, that has not done what? Has not also gotten a spouse. They will now count them as children. So they only count the ones that goes with the spouse to be the number. But the other ones have not carry spouse. They don't count them. But they tell you that the number is 720 plus 922 or 992, which is a very fat lie in the pit of hell. So I am applauding Tinubu for giving you people June 12th gift of 2026. Yes, your June 12th gift of 2026 is very nice, and it will take care of you people very well, because when I know like better thing. Yes, anybody that tends to bring better thing for you people, when I won't kill him. So if Tinubu is coming with this good gesture of June 12th Boko Haram terrorist present for all of you, it's a welcome development. So you should all appreciate it and go with it. Because to say Tinubu no give on any present for too bad, at least this one is worthy to talk about. So now, we want to bring another video to the screen. And this other video is to show you people and ask you the simple question. The Boko Haram terrorists that you all created, how are you enjoying the Boko Haram terrorists? Remember when we say that they don't care what happens to you, and anything that is being done in that zone. And the very people that brought this upon you are the people that are suffering the cost now. Can you see the video on the screen? Okay. The very people that brought this upon you are the people that are suffering the cost of what they brought upon you now. This is a photo or a video of a retired Major General, or whether he's still active in service. We don't know. But what we want all of you to understand is that Boko Haram terrorists captured this one. You see, as Musa is in office today, Musa is doing Operation Safe Corridor. Operation Safe Corridor is to bring Boko Haram terrorists together and rehabilitate them, and then later they put them into the army, put them into the society, just like they have just put some people back into Borno State now, which I showed you before now. So when they do these things, When they do these things, when they now come out of their position, they don't know that what they did will backfire on them. See this God of creation. This God of creation is a very simple God. Yes. It's a very simple God that we love the way he's doing things. Some people don't understand. And we want some of you that don't know how this God is doing things to start understanding that this God is doing things in a very mysterious ways. This is a Nigerian army military personnel who served. While he was serving, they were supporting Boko Haram. When the taxpayers' money of Nigeria is raised for them to use to eliminate terrorists, they rather use it to fix the terrorists and to hand over some of the weapons to the terrorists. Today, the terrorists now have them in their enclaves. That is why you see that is cap dressed there as a Nigerian army personnel, for you to understand what it means. So the terrorists have him, and he is suffering from what he created. What he created was that he helped Nigerian government to recruit, rehabilitate, and to pay these terrorists and to take care of them. Today, that terrorist is being used to hunt him and his own wife and family. It is not just the innocent Christians that are being slaughtered that will bear the brunt of Nigeria. All of you will bear it. So, let's play this video so that all of you will hear what is happening. Okay, I think we will have to make the sound because we don't need that sound to come out to avoid the copyright. These people you see here, the Major General that you see there is amongst the people that the Boko Haram terrorists is dealing with. He captured him, he's there. See the wife there, the family members, and some others. He's now begging for his life. Let him also feel the pain of what they have harbored in Nigeria. These people harbored ISIS terrorists. Number 2 ISIS terrorist commander general in Nigeria. And he happens to be the second in command in the entire world, or in the entire African region. This is the man that coordinates all the attacks and the fight. He controls the Boko Haram. He controls every other sect. Because there's something some of you don't understand about these terrorists. These terrorists that some of you don't understand. Some of them have name Fulani terrorists. Some of them have name Ansar terrorist group. Some of them have name Boko Haram. Some of them have name ISWAP. Some of them have name ISIS. Some of you misunderstand them and say, oh, ISWAP is different from Boko Haram. Or Boko Haram is different from ISIS. Fulani terrorists is different from Boko Haram or different from ISIS. And Ansar terrorist group are different from... No. They are all fighting for one thing. One thing. But they give them different nomenclatures. It's a way of disguising their identity to distract the attention of the government. So that all of you will not put all your eyes on them. You not go after them. You claim and believe that, Boko Haram terrorists is different from Fulani terrorists. The bandits are different from Ansar terrorist group. The ISWAP is different from ISIS. Don't be confused. They are one and the same thing. Nothing is different from their strategies and their pattern. The ideology of what they fight for is the same thing. What they all fight for is Sharia and Jihad. It is a common purpose and a common agenda for all of them. Forget the fact that they are answering different names. Those different names is just to disguise and to deceive you. For those of you that are easily deceived. But to them, they know that their sole agenda is to get Sharia, is to Islamize the entire African nation, the entire African continent. That is the sole aim of what Sharia and the Islamization pattern is all about in Nigeria. So don't be deceived. If you were deceived before, please go and take out the deceit from your brain. Because you have been deceived for too long. And you are falling for the deceit. The same terrorists that you call ISWAP is the same terrorists that you call Boko Haram. It's the same terrorists that you call ISIS. It's the same terrorists that you call Fulani terrorists and Ansar terrorist group and all the other ones. They are fighting for one singular purpose. That purpose is what? Sharia, Islamization agenda. So, these army personnel have served Nigeria and they have protected Boko Haram terrorists against the indigenous people that have been slaughtered. Kunle said something, and I wish he can repeat what he said. Let me see if Kunle can repeat what he said for us. Commodore Kunle.
It's not about ransom. They just want to pass a message. We can come in. We can do what we need to do. And there are some hardliners in this government that are sponsoring this kind of narratives.
Yes.
They just want to show that they can Islamize this country. They think about Taliban, they think about the Mujahideens, and they want to replicate it in this country. And they don't care what happened. They simply don't care. As long as at the end of the day, there's Sharia, and there is whatever thing they have in their head, they want to achieve. So these people that are sending messages are sponsored by Nigerians. You remember this Boko Haram issue started since 2012.
Yeah.
And I was in the military intelligence that time. We arrested those people. It is my organization that actually conducts interrogation and interview. And they mention names. I mean, I can't come on air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know. That
Did you hear him? I can't come on air and mention the names of the people that are presently in government now that I know. So when you now saw this one, that the terrorists are showing them shaking now, were they not part of the government working, carrying out that template of that Boko Haram and helping them out. Yeah, they were all serving in the government. They were all serving in the government. So it doesn't matter how long, how far, they were all serving in the government. Okay? So, Kunle, continue.
Government. Presently in government. That, I mean, I can't come on the air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know. Presently in government. That the boys that were arrested mentioned, some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria.
Some of them did not say in my village. So you say they are in the government. They are in Aso Rock. They are in Aso Rock. Listen again, please.
Some of them are in Aso Rock. The intention is to.
Some of them are in Aso Rock. Some of them are in government. Some of them are in Aso Rock.
Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock.
Some of them are in government. Some of them are governors. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock. Yes. So, Kunle don't finish talk. But since Kunle finished talk, when I know one fight the common enemy, all of when I want on your radar against the Biafra people, when I go suffer. Yes. When I go suffer. Because Kunle will give when I could say some of them are serving governors. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock. Some of them are in government now serving. He said, I cannot come and be calling their names because they are in government. They are in power. He has given you the location where all of them are. What are you doing about it, or what have you done about it? You've not done anything about it. Since he gave you this message, what do people do? Nothing. Just collected the message. You use it to do social media content in the media. You make money from it and then you left it there. You come back to continue your one Nigeria. You continue to shout Buhari, Buhari, Tinubu, Tinubu, Jagaban, Jagaban. Today, Boko Haram terrorists is invading your communities and it's coming for all of you. You are crying. No, don't cry. You're doing June 12 protest. And Tinubu is giving you gift of 1,700 and something. 700 and how many? 712. Yes. 712 Boko Haram plus their children as gift into your society. You will continue to stand idly by. You will continue to stand idly by and watch, remain stupid and act incoherently while the Boko Haram terrorists will take over your communities. Listen to Commander Kule again.
Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria. Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia. And it doesn't matter if some people die. It doesn't matter if you're embarrassed. It doesn't matter if our economy has degenerated. Look at the interest rate. Look at the inflation rate. Look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. As long as at the end, the Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset, and we must tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you die. If you don't tell it, you die. Some people have this mindset to Islamize the nation, and they are in the government. And people know them. The DSS know them. The NIA know them. The DIA knows them. You can't succeed without an inside person. And this attack you saw has insiders collaboration.
Musa didn't finish. As the Kunle don't talk finish now. The question to all of you is that how many of you are ready to take heed to what the Kunle said? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody is ready to take heed to what Kunle said. Kunle came, he gave his message, and he's gone. Then I asked a message, I asked a question. How many people are ready to take heed to what Kunle said? Oh, nobody. Oh. They can only come back and make noise. They come back and make noise. They look for where they see that Biafra Republic government in exile is doing anything to open the eyes of the people in the contraption. They want to bring the Biafra Republic government down with everything they have in their blood. They work so hard to destroy. They use people from inside and outside. They see the gullible ones that are ready. They use them. What have you done since you got this message? Okay. Stay there. Come and do it for you. When the Param terrorists finish all of you, you will know what you all signed for. For now, we dey look on them. They look on themselves. Boko Haram terrorists, they come. They work out from community to community. While the politicians are looking you people with one eye. Can they help you? No. They can't help you. Yes. They can't help you because you're not ready to help yourself. So, that is the message from Kunle. While Musa is there working to bring more terrorists to your communities with Jagaban. They are enjoying the show and they gave you 1,718 Boko Haram terrorists, husband and wives, into your community as June 12 present. Please, the line is open for anybody that wants to call into the program as we continue. I appreciate everyone. This is Friday Night Live, and tomorrow is fundraising. Make sure you join the fundraising, please. And do not be distracted with what those that claim that they were fighting freedom with us have come to disgrace themselves. You know, it's shocking that the people that went to go and file lawsuit against Biafra people are very ashamed of posting the same lawsuit that they file against Biafra people. This Biafran government in exile that is taking Biafra to Washington, D.C. It's a very big shame to see that some of you have become useful idiots for the enemy of Biafra to use against your own freedom. Against your own freedom. Can some of you prove of anything that you have done since 2025 to move Biafra government forward? You can only prove of something that you have done to move Biafra government or Biafra independence backward. Cannot prove of anything that is moving forward, or any strikes that you are pulling in Washington, D.C., or any record that you have achieved in Washington, D.C. There is this Brgie that is going into Washington, D.C. every day, having diplomatic engagement and making things happen. So at times I ask myself the question, who laid curses on some of you? That has been the president question that I normally ask. Who laid curses on some of you? Because the curses that they laid on some of you is actually coming forth at this time. And I didn't even expect that those curses that they laid on some of you will be showing itself at this time. Why will those curses they laid on some of you actually come to play at this time, self? Why? Why those causes they come to play at this time? Why those causes not still give on at time some more? This causes said no like me. At least this causes for still hold himself down some more until when he be say he doesn't go far before he will carry and come to disgrace and say, but disgrace himself in the public in 2026 when the US lawmakers are in the Washington, D.C. Congressional hearing discussing Biafra. When you see Dr. Rubin discussing Biafra in US Congressional hearing, testifying Biafra. When you see that Congressman James is presenting Biafra in the US Congressional hearing. When you see that Ambassador Tipo Nash is talking about Biafra, you see that Dr. Walid is talking about Biafra. You see that many other policymakers in America and lawmakers in America, and those that make things happen, are actually talking about Biafra in Washington, D.C. Putting Biafra on the table, making the entire world to hear what Biafra is all about. That is when some of you are coming out to show the curses that were laid on you. And these curses that were laid on you people will continue to work from eternity to eternity. The spirit of Biafra and Ifejuna in all of you will continue to be coming out from time to time. There's nobody that can erase it because it is a curse that was laid on you people in time immemorial. And if you don't repent, these curses will consume you all. Yes, it will consume you all. Because you can't be seeing some other people are doing something in Israel to take Biafra to the parliament of Israel, just to see that some Israeli parliament members are talking about Biafra. Then in US Congress, Nkere with Elias and Anthony Dabiri, Dr. Rubin, Ambassador Tibuna, Dr. Walid, and all of them, they are trying to bring up Biafra into the discussion table. And it is this time that the spirit of Biafra and Ifejuna is entering all of them. And you want to go and start a fight in Washington, D.C. Oh, so to go. We are waiting to see your disgrace. So Biafrans, don't be distracted. When many things are happening, it is time for you to understand that your freedom is very, very near and is very close, and it is here. Yes. That is why some hidden miniatures needs to come out to the full so that you'll be able to believe that the glory of Biafra should not be taken by any man. That the glory of Biafra should belong to God, the creator of the heaven and earth. And that he should use the humble to present Biafra where it should be. He should use the humility personified to present Biafra and let it be recognized where it should be, and not those with self-ego and pride. No, but those with humility personified. Those are the people that God wants to use to finish the work of Biafra. And it is happening in Washington, D.C. So I expect all of you to welcome every challenge and mountain that will be coming out with clear eye and open arms. And with what? Readiness to forge to the next stage. Yes. This is Voice of Biafra Television. And we are here live. And we are open on all media platforms. We are live and direct on Voice of Biafra Television in the entire Africa. If you are using the free satellite piece or the subscription one that you get, you can be able to watch this Voice of Biafra Television live. This is the VOB Global Network Newsroom, live on air. Available on Facebook, available on YouTube, available on Twitter, X, available on Instagram, available on many other platforms. So, wake up, Biafrans. Come and support your freedom. We need to bring something else to the screen because a lot of things happened today. Only in one day, Tinubu gave you people a June 12th presentation gift where he asked all of you how you are going to enjoy the June 12th. That present is for the June 12th. And now, let us bring another video to the screen. You see, Tinubu knows the right way to deal with all of you. Because you all supported him for many years. So, if you think that you can kick him out now, you're making a very big mistake. Tinubu with you guys have a very long way to go. Tinubu was behind the scene when the terrorism was created in Nigeria under Buhari, and he helped him to make it happen. As at then, all of you were not against him. So I don't know why you suddenly now wake up. You were enjoying Tinubu then. You enjoy shouting Chakaba. Today, why are you crying? If you cry, God will punish you without your cry. You have to enjoy the Nigeria that you so love. Yes. Let's come to the next program on the screen that we have here. And before then, let me zoom so that I can read something and see what Tinubu said. Tinubu said here, we're gonna look at more. We're gonna look the screen. Tinubu said on the Democracy Day, first of all, he started by saying that democracy without security is a mirage. And he said, though this year's mood is dampened by the adoption of our children in Oyo and Borno, we remain hopeful for their safe return. Democracy without security is a mirage. That is why this administration declared a security emergency of more than 50,000 new police officers and thousands of military recruits. Our 2026 budget commits 5.41 trillion naira, and our largest ever, to defense and security. our administration is ever ready to do much more to secure our people. To bandits, did you hear that? This is why they continue to kidnap all of you, because even the government is branding the terrorists bandit. To bandits, kidnappers, and sponsors of terror surrender or face the full force of the Nigerian state. These windows of surrender will not remain open forever. No mercy will be shown to those who trade in the blood of Nigerians. Now, first and foremost, the terrorists are hereby addressed as bandits. And the president is acknowledging that Nigeria is in a damned situation, considering the disappearance of over 500 children that went to school with their teachers. And it is only when, there's one thing you need to understand, it is only when the terrorist sparks the kidnap very high in a particular state, that is when they will take that one very serious. But there are several kidnappings and terrorist killings and invasion that ranges from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 on daily basis. But because those numbers are not too big for Nigeria, because for Nigerian government, 1 life loss is nothing to them. 10 lives loss is nothing to them. 20 lives loss is nothing to them. 15 loss is nothing to them. 21, 20, 30 is nothing to them. They don't give a damn about it. So it's only when there is public outrage and maybe 300, 500, 400 were kidnapped or killed. By that time, you see that they will be running and they will be shaking their mouth and taking it very serious. But looking at the numbers, when it is not up to that, they don't take it serious for any reason. They don't even want international community to hear it. That is why, while President Trump was shouting about the genocide, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria was telling President Trump that he should shut up, that he is lying, that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria, and that he is working on the information presented to him by Biafran people, and that it is all falsehood. This is the highest thing that you could see in a foreign affairs minister of a country, telling President Trump to shut up, that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. So you need to have asked this very man, the foreign minister of Nigeria. You said there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. And now, terrorists have rampaged everywhere. And President Trump that was talking, you guys said is a liar, is acting based on falsehood, false narrative, that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. These are the kind of countries that people call Nigeria, and you say you have a government. If international community saw that your babies are dying, and then attention was drawn to them, and then they decided to intervene, and they sanction you, and they call on you to come and tell the people why you allow your babies, women, and children to be slaughtered by Boko Haram for Islamic Jihad, and then you are telling the President of America that President of America is a liar, that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. What or how do you expect the war to take you? Yes. How do you expect the war to take you when they are supposed to intervene in your case, number one, and how they are supposed to take serious the issue that is happening in your country? The life of people in Nigeria is not the life of people of America. But President Trump, the lawmakers of America, decided to take your case serious because it involves human life. And all you can tell them is that they are lying. Let me see if I can play the video for all of you to see.
Pierce, what's happening in Nigeria is jihad. It's the exact same thing that happened on October 7 by Islamists when they broke into Israel and murdered Jews yelling Allahu Akbar. It's the exact same thing that ISIS terrorists did to the Yazidis in Iraq. It's the exact same thing that happened in Lebanon. Pierce, the only difference between what's happening today in Nigeria versus what happened 1,400 years ago when the Muslim Arab invaders came to Persia is that back then people did not have cameras, but today they do. It is 100% jihad. We've seen it before. This is how the Islamist playbook always happens.
Well, I don't think that the foreign minister was denying that bad things have been happening. He's just denying that it constitutes a genocide and that the numbers of
course,
reported
because his
deaths
government
of
is a part of it.
Of murders of Christians.
I think his government is complicit. Right now, you have an Islamist government in Nigeria. One of the things that he didn't mention to you is that typically it's been a constitutional convention in Nigeria that if the prime minister is Muslim, then if the president is Muslim, then the vice president is Christian. If the president is Christian, then the vice president is Muslim. This is intended to have a proper representation of the Nigerian population. Right now, you have a Muslim president, and then they decided to choose a Muslim vice president, and so there is actually no Christian representation in the Islamist government. By the way, this is a government that is working closely behind the scenes with the Islamic Republic of Iran. You should ask the foreign minister why Nigerian school children are holding pictures of the Ayatollah, who is a brutal dictator and is murdering my people in Iran. People need to look into the linkages between the current Nigerian government and the Islamic Republic of Iran. I was a politician for 7 years, Pierce, and I can tell when someone is lying and avoiding the truth. That's exactly what this foreign minister is doing, and shame on him for lying.
If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria. If they don't, there's going to be hell to pay.
It's unfortunate that President Trump has been misinformed. This false narrative that there's some persecution or a genocide.
Why isn't it a genocide against Christians in Nigeria?
We don't want to be the next Sudan.
You dispute the numbers that have been reported to have been killed, but you have no idea how many Christians have been killed.
We are not hiding any facts.
Right now, you have an Islamist government in Nigeria. There is a reason that we're seeing these Islamic militants going around and yelling Allahu Akbar. That's not by coincidence.
It's easy for her to sit thousands of miles away and play games with people's lives.
I perform several burials because the Islamic are controlling the government. Let me tell you, there's a genocide in
All right. There is a genocide in Nigeria ongoing. The foreign minister of Nigeria was attacking the president of America, telling you that there is no Christian genocide. That the president of America is lying, that is acting on falsehood, that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. This is the Nigeria that some of you are projecting to the international community. Now, let's come back to Tinubu here. Yes. Let's come back to Tinubu. Let's see the disgrace of Tinubu. Tinubu said 50,000 new police are to be recruited. And I want to ask a very simple question. Nigeria already have vast number of police that were recruited. How are they being paid? Is it about recruiting hundreds of thousands of police, or is it about being underpaid? The Nigerian army, the Nigerian military that are already recruited, how well is the Nigerian terrorist government paying them? Because if they were well paid and they have all the armament in their hands needed to crush the terrorists, they wouldn't even need American government intervention. We, the Biafra people, wouldn't even need to go to the US government to call on them to come and save the Christians in Nigeria. No. So, what has promulgated the terrorism expansion in Nigeria to this stage that the international community needs to come in? It's because they already made Nigerian army personnel are underfunded. The police are underfunded. The Navy, the Air Force, everything is underfunded. They are not properly funded. The money that they pass to Boko Haram terrorists in payment of their contracts, renewing and putting one in order, the money they pay to them, which they use to buy more weapons on daily basis, which they use to code the name, they say ransom payment or settlement or exchange of this and that, or recruitment or reintegration or rehabilitation. You are rehabilitating terrorists that have killed babies, women, and children. You say you are rehabilitating them. Are you not insane? So that you are rehabilitating terrorists. Who rehabilitates terrorists in this very dispensation? American government are crushing the terrorists of Iran. They are not rehabilitating them. If you want to rehabilitate people, go and rehabilitate the citizens, not the terrorists themselves. And you say you are rehabilitating them? For what reasons and on what grounds? Why do you rehabilitate them? Because you have what you want to use them for. Because if you don't have mandate to use the terrorists, why will you go and rehabilitate them? Why is it that they will invade communities and kill babies, women, and children, take over the community, and then you don't also go and kill them and crush them, then take over the communities for the indigenous people back? You rather prefer to pay them and keep them so that you can use them for political work. The former numbers and thousands of Nigerian army and Nigerian police that you have before, how well paid are they? And how are you taking care of them? Boko Haram terrorists receive salary that is even more lucrative than Nigerian police and Nigerian army. The informations are all there in the media. This is one of the reasons that the Nigerian government kidnapped Justice Crack, a media skit maker that was making skit, and then he was now publishing what he had from the Nigerian army. Nigerian government now had to kidnap him, lock him up, give him undertaking to sign, torture him, that when he comes out, he will not say anything again about what he knows. This is Nigeria for you. So when Tinubu is deceiving their gullible Nigerians and tell them they are recruiting 50,000 new police to them or for them, and they are now saying they are budgeting 5.1 trillion naira. Check. What have they done with the previous budget in the defense? How did they take care of the military personnel and the police that have been serving Nigeria for many years now? Let us listen to the madness here that he was saying.
Mood is dampened by the abduction of our children in Oyo and Bo. Though this year's mood is dampened by the abduction of our children in Oyo and Bonu, we remain hopeful for their safe return. Democracy without security is not solid enough. That is why this administration has chosen both kinetic and non-kinetic strategies to restore peace, declared a security emergency, and approved the recruitment of 50,000 new police officers and thousands of military recruits. Our 2026 budget commits 5.41 trillion, our largest ever, to defense and security. We have moved from training with our allies to precision targeting. In Arege, we degraded ISWAP and command centers. Terror-related deaths are down by 81% since 2015. Over 13,000 terrorists have been neutralized in the past year. But we also keep the door of surrender open.
Over 13,000 terrorists have been neutralized in the past year. And how many of them have you recruited, reintegrated back into the army and the police and the Air Force and the Nigerian community? And how many of them salary payroll? And how much have these terrorists taken from Nigerian government taxpayers? And how many numbers of Nigerians has these 13,000 terrorists that you so claim killed in the past 6 or 5 or 10 years? Yes, you are giving us statistics of from 2015. We are in 2016 now, right? So if my calculation is right, that is 10 years. So if you say that in 10 years, you have been able to neutralize 13,000 terrorists, that in 10 years, the terrorists have neutralized over 150,000 Nigerians. If terrorists have neutralized over 150,000 Nigerians in 10 years, and the government say they are neutralizing only 13,000 terrorists, who is losing? It means the terrorist is winning the war, while the government is doing nothing. So that is to tell you that if we are to divide 150,000 numbers of Nigerians, I'm doing an estimate, the number is more than 150,000. 150,000 Nigerians killed by Boko Haram. You say that there is only 13,000 that you neutralize. So that means Each Boko Haram has been able to kill 11,000 something Nigerians. You see how useless some of you are. Say you are president and you're talking. And even as you're talking, you're now giving open window and open doors for more terrorists to come and collect salary. And you are saying, oh, you don't want all the terrorists to remain as enemies to Nigerians. You want them to come and become repentant. Hey! Terrorists that you are saying that has killed over 150,000 of your citizens. And you have only been able to neutralize just 13,000. Now you're still telling the terrorists, we want you people not to die. I want you people to come and get repentance, compensation, and collect salary. Today, to validate what you just said in your speech, you just released over 1,718 Boko Haram's husbands and wives. You don't disclose the numbers of the children. Where did you disclose them to? You disclose these people into the Borno community, the Nigerian community. And all of you are looking at this nonsense and you say it is June 12th memo or June 12th briefing that the president of Nigeria gave you. President of Nigeria did not just give you June 12th briefing. President of Nigeria gave you people June 12th death warrant. Yes. June 12th death warrant. That is what the president of Nigeria has given you. June 12th death warrant. Let's listen to him.
Over 124,000 fighters and dependents have laid down arms since 2023. Through Operation Safe Corridor, we turn our former enemies into citizens because every life saved is a victory for democracy.
Now, can you hear how they are validating the rehabilitation of Boko Haram terrorists? They call it Operation Safe Corridor. They say they have used Operation Safe Corridor to turn the terrorists to become citizens and to give them citizenship in Nigeria. I want to ask all of you a very simple question. When you turn the terrorists
to bandits, kidnappers,
when you turn the terrorists into citizens in your country, what are you actually encouraging? You turn terrorists into citizens in your country, and you make them to now have citizens and collect taxes and also benefit from the people. What are you encouraging, or what are you preparing to come up tomorrow? So those of you that say you are Nigerians and you are celebrating your Ngurumiri president, I am asking you a very simple question. When you celebrate terrorists and put them inside your communities, what are you doing for the future to come? Oh my God. Please, what are you doing for the future to come? You reintegrate terrorists. You pay them money. You put them into the society. You now call them our friends. You now call them our loved ones. Terrorists that have killed your babies, women, and children. I want to take all of you back to Afghanistan. This is how the Taliban, the terrorists that took over Afghanistan, came over and took over Afghanistan. They were taken in as if they are visitors like this. They say, oh, they are repentant terrorists. Oh, they mean no harm. They now became part and parcel of the people. They pay them money, they say they are repentant. They now started mixing. Today, they even started getting training from the military hardware that were available there. They use the military hardware. They say they are joining hands with the government to fight against the other set of terrorists. So they all became part and parcel of the security architecture. They knew the in and out and the planning and strategy, and they learned everything. When they have taken full control, that was when they strike. Then they take over Afghanistan. Today, Afghanistan is in the hands of the Taliban. The real Afghanistani people cannot stand up again to say anything on their own. The Taliban that came in and took over, they are now in control of Afghanistan. So I am reminding you people, yes, that Tinubu is telling you that they recruit over how many thousands of terrorists. They rehabilitate them. They put them back into the military formations and in your community. And today they just released 1,718 to you, into the community. And he's very proud and bragging about it and say, we turned the terrorists that were the enemies of the people in those communities to now become our friends and now live with us. Hey! Who changes Satan? Can a rapist stop being a rapist? Even husband will be womanizer. When they come out for house, go find another woman for outside. They cannot change because that's something we don't enter in blood. You go see the do. Wife, where they do the same thing, you go see the do. You know, go fit change. Rat, where they come inside, come go, they enter, they chop crayfish and bring another rat from outside. Cannot change because it is the pattern that is keeping that rat happy and a routine. So even if it disguised today as a changed person, tomorrow he will still go back because he enjoyed the trend of that one. This kind of new life that you're trying to give them, you're forcing them to become what they don't want to be. Because what is in their pamphlet of Sharia and Jihad is to kill and maim and to Islamize everywhere and to take over. They don't believe in you. Is it you that they claim is infidel Christian now that wants to be the one to come and rehabilitate Boko Haram and then change Boko Haram's life and change them from their Islamic Sharia teachings and pattern in their book for them to now come and start thinking like you as a Christian? How is that done? Such is not obtainable now. So Nigerian government are preparing Nigeria for the total takeover, the conquest takeover, exactly the way it happened in Afghanistan. When it is time, when the full-blown war will be out, all of them, the leaders of Nigeria, will be running out in the plane, just like it happened in Afghanistan, when the president of the Afghanistan ran out with the plane with the family. Then the indigenous people of Afghanistan now suffers the fate in the hands of the Taliban. Today, women cannot go to work or go to school or say anything in Afghanistan. The Taliban terrorists are fully in charge. They implement everything. So when Tinubu is telling you that they rehabilitate Boko Haram terrorists using safe corridor, and they now change them from terrorists to now become neighbors in your community, hey, They are preparing the ground for another takeover and template of Afghanistan to play out in Nigeria. The people they say they are rehabilitating them, putting them back into your community, they are there to come in, infiltrate, and pretend to be change people for a while. When they have completed the plan to strike, all of them will be given weapons and then they will strike. If you know what is good for you, support Biafra now, so that the contraption, as it is going in